Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vice President and General Manager of the Acura Division, John Acura.
Good morning and welcome. It's early, I know, but we're going to be kicking off things here this morning with a bang, with some new and challenging ideas for the future of our Acura brand. So thanks for joining us. As some of you may recall, in my former role leading the Acura Design Studio, I appeared on this stage several times as part of a team that created new Acura models here in North America. Today, I'm honored to be here in my new responsibility as head of Acura sales in the U.S. We're on the cusp of a major milestone in the history of Acura. In March, we'll celebrate our 30th anniversary as a brand. The first ever luxury marquee from a Japanese automaker, a brand that has really changed the landscape of our business in some pretty important ways. Now, 3 decades go by pretty quickly, and I can personally attest to that, because when I joined this company 26 years ago, one of the main attractions was the Acura brand and its commitment to precision-crafted automobiles. Products like the Legend and Integra, and of course the NSX. Now, my job and that of our entire Acura team is to accelerate our progress and continue the positive momentum by sharpening our focus on our core brand DNA. We've done a lot of soul searching, thinking deeply as a team about our core values and what they mean for the future of this brand. And in the process, we reaffirmed that for the customer, there is no more clear promise for the Acura brand than precision-crafted performance. We're committed to infusing this core Acura promise into every facet of our relationship with the customer. This is something you will see coming to life through our product, our brand communications, like the new TV spot that opened this press conference. And throughout our entire client experience, you're going to see this. So from the beginning, Acura has always been about performance. Not only speed or power, but elegantly designed and engineered products that stir the soul, harness innovative technology on a foundation of industry-leading quality and reliability. This is the essence of Acura, our purpose, our authentic nature, past, present, and into the future. And as a team, we're recommitting ourselves to precision-crafted performance as a North Star of the brand. And you can see this coming to life now. We're on the eve of launching the all-new 2017 Acura NSX. And last month, we were excited to announce pricing and the customer's path to ordering our new supercar. But NSX is more than just an iconic new product. It's a pinnacle expression of our Acura DNA, because NSX will deliver precision-crafted performance with incredible speed, fidelity, quality, zero delay, together with dynamic styling, amazing innovative technology, and challenging new methods of manufacturing for world-class quality and craftsmanship. These are essential elements of what we mean by precision-crafted performance. And this new NSX will be held up as a gold standard by which we judge every new product and every facet of our Acura customer experience. Now, if you're thinking, that sounds like a tall order, well, you will be right. Thanks in part to the high bar that we helped establish some 30 years ago, the luxury marketplace is a very different competitive environment today. So to set a new standard again, we have some big, bold, and challenging dreams for Acura. And today is about the next big step in that plan. Achieving all of our dreams for Acura will require courage, conviction, and an unwavering commitment to our precision-crafted performance DNA. And we're fortunate to have with us today our global leader, Mr. Hachiko, who brings all three of these attributes to the business. I've known him for many years from his work inside Honda R&D. This includes his 2 years in a leadership role at our Los Angeles R&D Center. In fact, he was with us in LA when we made the decision to build the Acura Design Studio in California, which makes it appropriate and an incredible honor to have him with us today for the global debut of our new Acura concept model. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President and CEO of Honda Motor Company, Mr. Takahiro Hachiko.
Thank you, John. I joined Honda in 1982 as the idea for our new premier brand was coming to life. Our concept was not traditional luxury, but a new idea born out of our commitment to precision-crafted performance. With Acura, we became the first Japanese automaker to take on the challenge of the luxury automotive marketplace. Now, I want to use the 30th anniversary of Acura to set the direction for the Acura brand for the next 30 years. This mission of Acura has not changed. We will challenge to create products that demonstrate Acura DNA to compete with the best luxury competition. That NSX is an example of this direction. When it comes to market this spring, it will not follow conventional thinking about supercars. It will offer advanced technology, advanced design, and timeless NSX values. Our commitment to Acura doesn't end there. The Acura brand is one of our highest priority goals for global Honda. And we are investing tremendous resources in the Acura brand. This includes the next generation NSX and the new plant in Ohio that will build it. Includes the next generation of Acura SUVs, which already are among the market leaders, and we will continue to make them ever stronger. And we will challenge to create the next generation of Acura sedans with our performance DNA. But this is not only about powertrains. We must show performance through design. And that is what we plan for you today. I'm proud to have been part of the team that established the Acura Design Studio in California. Today, I'm pleased to introduce a new concept model that was created by the design team at this Acura studio. This is a start to the next 30 years of Acura. We will reshape the brand around precision crafted performance, every product and the entire customer experience. That's why we call this concept model the Acura Precision Concept. Ladies and gentlemen, a model that will set the direction for the future of Acura design. Please welcome the global debut of the Acura Precision concept.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Acura Global Creative Director, Dave Merrick.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the future of Acura design. With an emphasis on high contrast details and the intersection of modern shear surfaces and muscular organic sculpting, the Acura Precision concept is more than simply a concept vehicle. This is a design study model that literally will shape the direction of all future Acura products. It continues in the Acura styling direction we call alluring modern edge. That's alluring proportion, modern surfacing, and edgy detail. It's a direction that demonstrates our commitment to strengthen Acura design around proportion, prestige, and performance. The proportion of this Acura Precision concept is, well, almost supercar low and wide, with a longer dash to axle ratio to communicate power. We emphasize prestige through crafted surfacing on the outside, matched by the use of real materials and cantilevered surfaces on the inside. And performance. We exude performance with deeply sculpted surfaces pouring over the rear haunches, wider wheels and tires, these jewel constellation headlights, which take our signature lighting toward an even bolder and brighter future. And a more open grille that feeds air to the powertrain. Around back, you see the floating taillights with the entire surface behind the light scalloped out to create a look that is both lightweight and strong. And whether you're looking at details from far away or up close, you can feel precision crafted performance by the way the design elements keep drawing you in emotionally. The front fascia of a vehicle is critical. It's an essential opportunity to dramatically draw attention to what a brand stands for. This new open grille projects a dynamic performance image. We call this the Diamond Pentagon, the biggest and boldest expression of the Acura mark we've ever had. It's a sign of our confidence in the brand and is creating a roadmap for where Acura design is heading. In fact, you won't need to look too far into the future to see this new grille treatment on a production vehicle. One of the more unique aspects of this precision concept is what we call quantum continuum, design that seamlessly transitions structure and materials from exterior to interior, expressing precision craftsmanship throughout. When you open the doors, you see the big rocker section flowing into the side sill, which then transitions into a cantilever for the floating rear seats. In a similar way, the chisel becomes a sculptural element, piercing the glass, then flowing down to help form the structure of the rear headrests. And we're looking to carry this inside-outside approach into our production lineup, a challenging design element that will speak to Acura precision craftsmanship. Now, as important as the exterior styling is for communicating performance, the interior is where we were intent on delivering a new premium experience. The seating plays an important role in creating two unique environments inside the cabin. The front row expresses the performance aspect of the brand, with a darker tone that plays on the negative space. This is the driver's area. The instrument panel sports a double-layered structure covered in stitched leather surface, providing a lightweight and high-contrast image. The second row is the premium area, with seating designed like fine modern lounge furniture, thin, shapely, and surprisingly ergonomic. Lighter colors create a premium environment and a nice visual contrast between the front and the rear of the cabin. There are small deals throughout, like hidden speaker grills made of wood on the front and rear doors. This concept also introduces the next generation HMI that helps create a dramatic new interior image. The dual personal surface of the instrument panel houses a thin, wide, and curved center screen that creates a more immersive experience, bridging the gap between home theater and car. The retractable screen displays information depending on the task, while the Navi map remains constantly visible in the center of the screen. This is all part of a new HMI experience that becomes your own personal assistant. The system uses artificial intelligence to provide a more intuitive and instinctive connection between the car and the user. For instance, it uses facial recognition to identify the driver and then pull information from its own memory, the user's device, and the cloud to customize the driver's experience, including audio and vehicle performance settings and Navi guidance based on your calendar appointments. The large upper screen is operated through a touch pad that is suspended on a cantilevered bridge, literally a floating center stack. Conceptually, we wanted to maintain the sculptural and emotional gestures in the metal, and this center panel showcases the form language that enhances the cabin's lightweight feeling. The micrometer above the steering column has been stripped down of its housing and designed for performance. In sport mode, the speedometer will operate like a tachometer, while the widescreen will populate vehicle info and turn-by-turn guidance, with a head-up display serving as the primary driver's display. Both the micrometer and HUD are designed to integrate seamlessly with the center screen and provide the driver with curated content and data, when they need it and where they need it. The compact steering wheel provides a strong performance grip that enhances the sporty look and feel that ties into the rectangular shape of the NSX steering wheel. The paddle shifters, typically mounted behind the wheel, are mounted out front, along with an IDS button controlling 5 driving modes to present an even stronger performance image. This renewed focus on our roots of precision-crafted performance is the right direction for the Acura brand, embracing our heritage and taking it aggressively into the future. This is why this is my favorite concept we have ever done. The importance of the Acura Precision concept is not only what it is, but what it says about Acura design. For luxury buyers, styling is not just about fitting their lifestyle, it's about changing their lifestyle. And the Acura Precision concept is the leading edge of a renewed commitment to changing the discussion, to delivering precision-crafted performance in every facet of the product experience. Look, at the end of the day, the essence of design is, you see this car, you see us. This is the future of Acura. Thank you for your attention. Now, after a few quick photos, we will open the doors and welcome you up for a closer look.
Well, 30 years as a brand marks an exciting year for Acura, and back with us for the second day, we've got Mike Austin here to gather his thoughts. Before we get to the concept, I really would like to talk to you about the NSX, because obviously that is coming out this year. People are going to get their hands on it, but you're one of the fortunate few that have already had a chance to drive the NSX. What are your thoughts?
I'm one of the few that really liked it. I think that Acura did, they went out on their own. They didn't copy the 911, they didn't copy the R8. They made what they thought needed to be a supercar. And with that, there's a couple of things you lose. Like, it's using the motors to help steer the car and help achieve this crazy acceleration and this crazy braking and this crazy handling. So you don't get as much through the steering wheel. But like I said, it's an incredible piece of technology. One of the best things is the transmission is totally seamless, because they're using those hybrid engines to fill in the gaps between the shifts. So you have, responses you can't get anywhere else.
Throwback in your seat when you're switching gears. It's just going to keep pushing.
Yeah, it just goes straight through.
Yeah. What have you got to say to people when they say it's a cheap 918? It's been described as in the past.
I think that's accurate. It's the closest thing.
Right.
It's not quite 918. Actually, I had a conversation with Graham Rahal about it, the race car driver, and he was like, the 918 is otherworldly. But in terms of the way it's using the hybrid technology and applying the front motors, like I said, to do more than the driver can do and help make the car faster.
Yep.
There's nothing else like it.
And it doesn't hurt that it looks amazing too. Patrick, you've been out on the floor. Have you seen it?
I've seen it. I did see it. It's a good-looking car for sure.
Yeah, they have a white one here at the show, which is the first time I've seen white.
It works. Looks really, really good.
Pops.
All right, I'm glad we got a chat about that. So you're a fan of the NSX. Good to hear. Hopefully we'll get our hands on it again this year at some point. The Acura Precision concept, looks fantastic. I mean, look at those doors, the way they open up. This super aggressive stance. You've got the swept back rear. You've got these giant wheels. And then, of course, you can't mistake that front grille. It's probably more prominent than any other Acura that we've seen so far, Mike.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's a good direction. It's bold. The only problem they have is it's completely different from everything else in the showroom aside from the NSX. Acura has a really boring looking lineup. I'm glad this is the direction they're going, but it can't come soon enough.
Patrick, what are your thoughts?
It's a gorgeous vehicle, and standing next to the vehicle, we have our show producer here was watching with us as well. And when I stand next to these concept cars, you get the same questions all the time, like, that's not going to handle the potholes. That's not going. Obviously, we're looking at a futuristic design. We're looking at a design of a vehicle of what is to come. We're not necessarily going to see this in the lineup, are we? Going to see something this large?
No, the concept here is about the size of a 7 Series.
Right.
It's a giant sedan. I think they use that size just to get a little more drama. When you're seeing it in person, it makes it more of a caricature. You can see the dramatic creases and all the curves. So it's going to be toned down when that translates into the showroom. But they're showing us things like the grille and the rear haunches and the roofline, and those kind of themes are going to be on the future.
I'm hoping we see those headlights come out soon on the model.
Yeah, that's a great evolution.
Headlights are fantastic, and they did mention that the grille will be coming on a model in the near future, so that is something that they're going to be carrying through into other models as well. Obviously, user integration is something that's been a bit of a theme for this year's show. People are aware now that smartphones are going to be with us, and people want their content in it. Most of the automakers have addressed it to some degree. Acura no different in this scenario as well. They really, with the facial recognition, so that they recognise that you're in the car, automatic upload the sounds and all that sort of stuff.
From the cloud.
Is this something that you think that we're going to see more and more and more of as we go across the way?
Yeah, actually, I was glad that they made that mention because CES was just last week, and typically the Germans and a little bit of like Ford and GM are dominating that tech discussion. Especially, like I said, they have a presence at CES, so it's good to see Acura saying, everything else that people are working on in terms of tying in the cloud and your smartphone and all of this advanced, user recognition. We're doing that too.
Yeah. Do you think it's something that we've got to the point where car makers and automakers are maybe not necessarily trying so hard to design their own entertainment systems as such, and rather piggybacking off of what we're already carrying with us?
I think that the phone is the conduit. We have things like CarPlay where you are just straight piggybacking, but I think now we have all these other platforms and we can bring it in all these different ways, and the phone just serves as the pipeline, I think.
Okay, and final thoughts, interior, exterior, you think this is a positive move for Acura, Mike?
Yeah, I think it's like I said, it can't come to reality soon enough.
Yep, Patrick?
Yeah, I mean, they've got to set themselves apart, and that's a radical design, and to go that way would make them look very unique and make them look pretty for sure.
Beautiful.